Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about how the 2025 storm season will behave. Let's dive into it. So to dive right into it, today we'll be talking about how the 2025 storm season will behave. So, to start out, earlier this year we had those snowstorms in the eastern part of the U.S. After that, we did have some fatalities, unfortunately, from the snow and ice. There was a bit of a minor, so we had some tornadoes over here about a week ago or so, with a 10% risk for significant tornadoes within 25 miles of any given point. So that was a bit of a handover. But to start out, the 2025 storm season has already started out a little bit on, I would say, the easy side. It hasn't been too active since we're just now going into late February and early March, but that means the 2025 storm season will kick up. The La Nina and El Nino this year will bring a little bit more severe weather in waves. Sorry. With the La Nina being more around neutral or just above that, we might have either an average or maybe very active storm season. To start out, what the La Nina is, it's basically the over in like this part of the ocean. La Nina is way further west in the middle of the ocean, brings cold air in, and then with the warm air from the Gulf going further north, we'll be having some severe weather in the plains. So to start out, we've already had those snowstorms. That was an effect of the major polar vortex with that major cold blast coming in from the north. And the warm temperatures have been just like flowing along this boundary. And it's been all just south of that. And it's just it can't break past the barrier. The low pressure system is just way too intense. But hopefully the warm air will start making its way further north, and we will have much warmer temperatures. Forecast for next Tuesday for Texas and in the surrounding areas is about in the mid 70s. So that will be a big effect on maybe having a bit more moisture and a bit more rain in the southern part of the U.S. Still freezing temperatures up in the north. And it's resulted in so many snowstorms and accidents up there. We've already had maybe 5 fatalities total this year, or maybe more, I don't know. But to start out, La Nina will be a bit around neutral. El Nino is not as intense as it was last year, is what I've heard, but it might have an influence on what's coming. The Gulf it's been a bit warm, but it's still not intense enough to bring any of that moisture farther north, so we can have more rain in the southern plains and Dixie Alley. But 2025 might be a near active storm season. For last year, we had a almost record-breaking 1,773 tornadoes, or around there. only 2004 breaks the record with over 1,800 tornadoes. So 2024 is second place for the most tornadoes in a year after 20 years. So last year was a very intense year. We had that Greenfield EF4 up in Iowa that had wind speed Dow 6 recorded wind speeds over 321 miles per hour for a second. If you don't know what the Dow 6 is, it's basically a radar truck with a radar on it to record wind speeds from tornadoes and anything basically in a storm. But after all that, it was a very intense year, so 2025 might be a near active storm season, and might not be as intense, but we will have a near active storm season most likely. Storm season is actually going to kick off pretty soon because we've already got some warm temperatures coming in from the north, so we might have some severe weather maybe late next weekend in 2 weeks or something, early March. I'm not sure because it's too far off to tell, but I will let you know once that period hits. So after that cold winter we've had so far, it will bring stronger jet stream. We already have stronger jet streams positioned over the southern plains. The reason it's been so windy is because the jet stream is positioned right over the southern U.S. That's going to bring a huge influence on storms this spring. With the intense jet stream, we could be having deeper troughs, which will bring stronger air, cold air, and with the La Nina at a slight stage, and the Gulf gonna bring a lot of moisture this year. The Dixie Alley area might be the most active storm season, where the storm season will be active this year. So the northern parts of the U.S., it's not gonna be too active for you guys this season. Southern Plains, Kansas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Missouri, Louisiana, Texas. If I didn't say Arkansas, I guess Arkansas. But we might have a near average storm season, so expect a lot of watches and warnings from the National Weather Service and Storm Prediction Center. So make sure you have your tornado precautions and safety measures taken, so you'll be prepared to survive these natural disasters. But Southern Plains will most likely be an average storm season. The Dixie Alley areas might be the most active this year because of how far the jet stream is taking and how close the Gulf is. So I'm guessing these states might be the most active this year. I am not sure because, we haven't hit the 2025 storm season yet, but I will let you guys know once that hits of where it's going to be the most active. But yeah, I guess I don't have too much more to talk about, but if anything else weather-wise pops up later this week, I'll let you guys know. But that's all I have. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Stormbusters.